This is a really innovative way of sort of boosting the income of the folks who are doing the really important work that we're doing.
I think what's really important about the housing program is to recognize why the housing program is needed. The system itself that we operate in as early care and education is marginalized, it's under-resourced, it's undervalued, it's 98% female. It's disproportionately Black and brown women who are in the role of early care and education. It's really a living, breathing example of racism and sexism in a system. Early care and education actually came out of slaves watching white people's children, and then out of that formed a system of early care and education. Because we have those roots, it really now lives and breathes and permeates throughout the system that we're in now.
I think Susan, my wife, had a conversation with Alex about how when she was a medical researcher in New York City at a university, the university had provided her subsidized housing because she earned very little as a researcher. And it really made her life so much easier.
So we decided to think about how we could offer free housing, and we needed to find partners. We don't have the money, obviously, to go out and buy houses. So we found partners who really saw that an investment in a house was a much better investment for donating to Friends Center than giving us money every year to raise teacher salaries. So if you buy one house, which we did, we have 3 teachers living in that house. It ranges from $1,500 to $1,000 a month per rent of the 3 units. So that is now a benefit we can give to the teacher on an annual basis. It's the salaried benefit that goes to the teacher, but the investment from the donor is one time, and we will have that then in perpetuity.
The Yale School of Architecture has had over 50 years of doing a building project every single year. Combine that with the Friends Center, who have their own mission based on Quaker values, providing early childhood education. You get this job site as a whole, where the Yale School of Architecture and its students are trying to provide a housing option for early childhood educators, and we're trying to make that as beautiful and real of an experience as possible.
So we've each been assigned a team to design a possible house, and we've just presented those houses to the Friends Center for their consideration. And one has been chosen that we will end up building as a class.
What's kind of interesting about it is that it's not a single-family home in the more traditional sense. It's a single-family home that will house 2 different families. So that added a really interesting wrinkle to how we actually end up designing the base.
I think our collective job as an architect was to provide a home and a backdrop in which some lovely moments could occur. And we're hoping that if our house does that, then we've done what a good architect should do, which is to provide a companion to these teachers' lives.
I think it's the first time I've heard of it. Maybe it's happening some other places, but it certainly was unique in this community. Friends Center and the leadership of Alex Schiavone have really been at the forefront of figuring out these creative kinds of solutions. And we've already started to see some other early childhood providers starting to do the same.
It's an immediate action to a problem. It's something that is directly related to a need that everyone has a right to, safe and secure homes. And then I think it also allows teachers to build some community where they live and create resources such as a support network. Some educators who have families don't always have resources and people to support them, and they are now building a small community where they live. So I think that's an additional impact. And I think third is to give educators a peace of mind. If they don't have to worry about where they're going to go at night and where their children are going to go at night, and they can come and focus at work and also have an increased income benefit. I think those are things that bring real change. So those are things I think impacted the program immediately.